Boy, after making a well comeback Jeopardy round, won Double Jeopardy with 2 daily doubles. So I failed to bowl that.
Medieval Europe. D in science.
Oh boy.
Nigeria.
Alright.
Oh, yes.
Oh, in quotation marks.
TV producers.
Oh.
And terme d'art. Player 3, you start.
D science 4.
It's the more common name for solid CO2. Yes, player 1?
The most common solid diamond.
No, that's not.
It's dry ice.
Anyone else?
God damn, I'm not good at science.
Yes, player 3? Good for you.
$800.
Dumbbell front raises strengthen and tone these large muscles that cover the shoulder.
Oh.
It's player 1.
I think that's the deltoids.
Player 1, where do we start?
1200.
Ah, well, it's the area of light winds and calms in equatorial regions. How depressing.
What is...
Here's what we wanted. Doldrums.
That's what the doldrum wins.
We return to you, player 1. With a diameter averaging about 7 miles, it's the smaller of Mars's 2 moons.
I'm back.
Alright.
Here's the response we were looking for. Demos. You again, player 1. A chemical engineering book named for this process is subtitled Mass Transfer in Fluid Systems.
What is... Oh, shoot.
Here's the correct response. Diffusion.
Oh.
Player 1, back to you for our next
TV
selection.
produces for 400.
The Fairmont in this city's Nob Hill was the exterior used for Aaron Spelling's hotel TV series. Player 1?
What is San Francisco?
Player 1.
TV produces A.
David Chase created this HBO series and wrote many of its episodes, like Mr. Ruggerio's Neighborhood. It's player 1.
Were the Sopranos.
That's correct. Player 1, choose again. He moved from Melrose Place to the East Coast for Central Park West and Sex and the City.
David E.
Okay, player 1.
Wait a minute. Actually, I'm gonna say who is Devin Starr.
That is correct.
3 for 3.
Select again.
I thought it was David E. Kelly, no, it was Devin Starr.
In 2003, this Survivor head honcho began conducting a search to give Donald Trump an apprentice. Yes, player 1.
Who is Mark Burnett?
That is correct.
4 for 4 in that category.
Select again. He probably has another 6 or 7 Law and Order offshoots on his desk just waiting for network slots. It's player 1.
Who is Dick Wolf?
Correct.
A 4 category.
Please pick again, player 1.
Oh yes, for 4.
It's the 3rd largest Hawaiian isle.
What is Oahu?
Player 1.
There's 6.
You again, player 1. All right, here with the clue is Sarah.
2 atoms of this element create a stable bond. When 3 of them bond, they form the unstable ozone molecule.
Oh. Shoot. What the
Here's the correct
hell?
response. Oxygen. You get to pick again, player 1. It's the O in an IPO, a corporation's first attempt to sell stock to the public. Let's hear it, Player 1.
It's offering.
Yes.
I just remember that.
Player 1, back to you for our next selection. To use the razor named for this 14th century English philosopher means to use economy in explanation. Player 3? That's right, way to go. Player 3, you start us off. As part of its 19th century territorial expansions, this nation colonized the Nigerian port of Lagos in 1861. The correct response is Great Britain.
Oh.
Player 3, pick again. Known for his satire, Wole Soyinka became the first black African winner of this prize for literature in 1986. Here's what we wanted, the Nobel Prize. Player 3, you pick again, please. Jugendstil is the German equivalent for this French term for the decorative style of the 1890s.
Oh.
The correct response is Art Nouveau.
Ah, that's right.
You again, Player 3.
Oh, where are you going to
The
that
name of this
category?
odd movement, French for hobby horse, was appropriately chosen at random from a dictionary. Here's the correct response. Dada.
Dada? What the hell?
Player 3, you pick again, please. French term for the technique of placing paper over a relief surface and rubbing with crayon or pencil.
French term for the technique of placing paper over a relief surface. What is... poo-poo? Oh,
Here's
no.
the correct response. Frottage.
Oh.
We return to you, Player 3. A total solar eclipse is an example of this, from the Latin for conceal.
Oh, shoot. It's O. Oh.
Yes, Player 2. Sorry.
Obscuration.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, Player 3. Nope.
These are the same exact thing!
Anyone else? Okay, Player 1.
It's articulation. Duh. You know, it's the same thing.
All right, let's get back into this. Player 1 has control of the board.
Let's go
French
back.
for deceive the eye.
16.
This technique tricks you into thinking a painted object is real and not two-dimensional.
French for deceive the eye.
Player 3.
Okay.
Player 3,
I'm not gonna
you start.
pronounce that. Uh-oh.
One of the daily doubles. You're in second now, but with an opportunity to
Who's
catch
gonna
up with
whisk it
Consider
all?
your wage. Okay, here is the clue. Dubuffet coined this term
make it a
from the
true
French
daily
for to
double.
bring together for works made of bits of things. That's correct. We return to you, Player 3.
He's catching up fast. Another one! Uh-oh!
The second daily double. You are currently in second place. Player 3, please select your clue.
That's
About a
a
third of
back-to-back
Nigeria's states
daily
in the heavily
double.
Muslim north follow this Islamic law system.
Oh, thank God.
Here's the correct response. Sharia.
Oh, thank God.
Player
Got it
3,
wrong.
Pick again.
No more daily doubles.
Following
It's here on
ethnic
our
clashes
finish.
in 1966, the eastern part of Nigeria declared itself the Republic of this in 1967. Here's what we were looking for. Biafra.
Biafra.
Player 3, you pick again, please.
2000.
Nigeria's first planned city. It was built in the 1980s and officially dedicated as the nation's new capital in 1991. Here's the response we were looking for. Abuja.
Abuja. Oh.
Player 3, you pick again, please.
Finish that medieval. Well,
Let's
go
take it over to
medieval
Kelly.
you up.
Bodiam Castle in Sussex was built during the 100 Years' War to defend England from this foe.
I would say, what is France? But that's gonna be wrong.
We're talking about France.
That's the wrong in yet again.
You again, player 3. St. Augustine established himself in this city as the first archbishop of the English Church.
St. Augustine's in Florida. Would have been in
Here's what we were looking for. Canterbury.
Canterbury.
Player 3, choose again.
Oh no, actually it'd be Canterbury.
In the 1177
Australia.
Peace of Venice, Frederick I, nicknamed this for his red beard, acknowledged Alexander III as Pope.
It was Eric the Red.
We're talking about Barbarossa.
Oh, Barbarossa.
You
Okay,
again,
Two
player 3.
left. Two left.
We're in love with the medieval French literary work called This of the Rose.
What is... I think... Lumiere.
Player 3? That's not it. Anyone else? Here's the correct response. The Romance. And the $2,000 clue? This dynasty of Frankish kings ruled France from 751 to 987. It's player 2. No, that's not right.
Nah, she's not gonna be in Final
Anyone else care to try to
Jeopardy!
come up with a correct response? Here's what we wanted. The Carolingian dynasty. Only 2 of you will be going on to Final Jeopardy. Sorry, player 2. Everything
Hey,
depends
Final
on Final
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy, of course, so let's take a look at the category, shall we? Children's Lit. So, what's your wager?
Final Jeopardy, children's lit.
And now the last clue. This Roald Dahl book begins, "These 2 very old people are the father and mother of Mr. Bucket."
One of the... These 2 very old people are the mother of Father's Bucket. Oh, duh! Whatever. I didn't read the book, but I saw the movie. It has that line. And that is Charlie in a Chocolate Factory.
And your response? And that's
Exactly, you ate it all. You made the true Final Jeopardy.
Did you come up with the correct response? How much do you add to your total with that correct response?
$14,000. You can say hello to the game
Congratulations,
win.
everyone. You are our new champion. So long, everybody.
Not bad, another. well, successful game. Player 2 didn't make it because she was in a hole. But look, she was already in the hole and she got that one, made herself worse, so she's not in Final Jeopardy. If she was, she would say the same exact thing, and that is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So we got our final segment, which is Wheel of Fortune for the 360. So we're going to be in the Hawaii Center for that. And afterwards, we're going to do the PS2 Wheel of Fortune with the catchphrase of All White Me. See you all there for that one, kiddies.